Let's say this briefly this morning. See, I want to say something about gratitude, about being grateful. You see, whatever you are enjoying now, and you are still complaining, is the prayer point of some certain persons. Learn how to be grateful. Learn how to be appreciative. See, in all, we have been called into a life of thanksgiving, into a life of appreciation. Stop complaining. See, there are certain people, even those they call their helpers, they don't appreciate them. See, when you always come with your helper with problem, your helpers will get tired of you. Once in a while, learn how to live a life of appreciation. See, even if your helper is richer than you, a bottle of wine will go a long way in making them know or making them feel important before you. A bottle of wine will make them feel important. A simple diary you might just buy for them will make them feel important. A simple, you must not text your helper all the time for help. Sometimes text them to appreciate the ones they have done. Sometimes text them to pray for them. Sometimes text them just to say thank you for all they have been doing. There are some people that when your helper see your calls coming to their phone, it's just about asking. You don't have any time to just send appreciation messages. You don't have any time to just say thank you. And some of us have that relationship. Some of you have that relationship with God. Every time you are going to God, is we complain. Where will God now eat his own food, which is praise, which is worship, which is appreciation? Learn how to live a life of appreciation. See, there's an adage in Igbo. Igbo is an indigenous language in Nigeria, Africa. He says, it simply means that if you thank a king for what he has done, he will do more. It's not about complaining all the time. It's not about requesting all the time. It's not about asking all the time. What about a life of appreciation? What about a life of gratitude? See, whatever you have now is another person's prayer point. You can never be the poorest person in the world. You can never be the brokest person in the world. One of the reasons why you keep complaining is because you don't have a life of appreciation. You don't live a life of appreciation. It must not be to collect all the time. It must not be to ask all the time. Sometimes just pipe down for a while and appreciate the one that God has done, the one that your helper has done, the one that your husband has done, the one that your wife has done, the one that your parents have done, the one that your guardians have done. Because your children go to school and you pay your school fee does not mean that you should not appreciate the teachers. Does not mean that you should not appreciate the management of the school. It's not every time you complain, oh, my child came home, the clothes is dirty, my child came home and was looking tattered, my child is no longer doing well academically. Sometimes appreciate their effort. In appreciation, most times we get more. In appreciation, most times we are being recognized more. In appreciation, most times we are being recommended for greater glory, for greater testimony, for greater connection, for greater opportunity. Every time you go to God, you are always crying, not because you appreciate him, because you are in problem. Why not take us sometimes to appreciate him? Why not take us sometimes to say thank you? Why not take us sometimes to say your majesty for all you have done and glorify your name? It must not be a cry for help all the time. It must not be a cry for request all the time. It must not be a cry for need all the time. It must not be complaint all the time. There are times to request and there are times to be grateful for the ones you have gotten. Some of you, you don't know anything about appreciation. You don't want to know anything about appreciation. You don't want to even smell anything about appreciation. And when the helper have done 99 and you chose not to do one, you are unhappy. Ingratitude. Sometimes you call your pastor, you call your prophet, you call your apostle and say thank you for being a father over us. Sometimes you call your parents, you text them and tell them thank you. Call your guardians and tell them thank you. Tell your boss thank you. It's not all the time you request, you ask, you always want to get. And let me tell you something about appreciation. Appreciation is a master key that opens the door of more. Appreciation is the master key that opens the door for plenty. Appreciation is the master key that gives an opportunity that request may not give. A heart that is filled with gratitude is a heart that is contented. As I said earlier on, as I always say, rather, nobody owe you anything except God. So if a man does any favor for you, learn how to appreciate. Learn how to call and say thank you. Learn how to text and say thank you. Learn how to buy a gift. Some of you, on the day of your helper's birthday, on the day of the anniversary, on the day of whatever celebration, you are still expecting them to still buy something for you. You are still expecting them to bless you. You are still expecting them to gift you. You are still expecting to collect from them. You have never bought an handkerchief for your helper. You have never bought an handkerchief for that person you are looking up to. You're always collecting, probably because you think the person is rich. See, let me tell you one thing about rich men. Rich men appreciate the gift that comes from the people that are below them, no matter how small it is. For my security man to be able to buy this for me, man, he has sense. For my driver to buy this for me, he has sense. For this widow that I have been helping to buy this for me, she's sensible. For this fatherless girl, for this orphanage to buy this thing for me, that means they are sensible. You must not collect all the time. You must not request all the time. There should be time for appreciation. There should be time to say thank you. And this is how we must deal with every man in our life. This is how we must deal with every human in our life. This is how we must deal with every person in our life. And this is how we must also deal with God. This is how we must also deal with God. A man that never gets tired of blessing you. A man that never complains. A man that because of you will never sleep nor slumber. There should be time for appreciation. There should be time to say thank you. There should be time to reference his name. There should be time that you just swallow all your requests and just thank him for the ones he has done. A life of appreciation is a sweet life. A life of appreciation is a life that opens doors, as I've said earlier on. And the door he opens, request will not open it. I want to say to somebody this morning, if you're on the giving side, if you're on the helper side, a good man is a good man. A good woman is a good woman. That is why God does not change. Keep doing what you are doing. See, giving or charity opens door because your hand is on top while you are giving, and the hand of the receiver is beneath. So every hand that is on top is always on top. Learn how to give without expecting, but the receiver must also learn appreciation. Whatever God does not bless, he does not support. And whatever he does not support, he can never bless. Good morning.